This is David from Rockstar Reviews, and today I'm reviewing the Aventon bike. Now, there's actually two of them here, male and female bikes. One's a little bit taller and bigger, and the other one's a little bit shorter. I've ridden several electric bikes, and this isn't going to be the most positive review, unfortunately. So I like the design from the exterior. So just looking at it, it looks cool, it's sleek, it's slim. The electric, like the screen is cool, like this is convenient, like everything up here is done really well, it's designed well. But I had some challenges and problems, and this would prevent me from buying this bike. This actually isn't mine. This is a friend's bike, basically. And like I said, I like the design. It's cool and everything. The tires are great. The design is great. However, there are a few things that I really didn't like about it. So the biggest thing that I didn't like about the Aventon bike, and that I wouldn't buy one personally, is I've ridden bikes my whole life. My dad has biked literally across the country. We grew up in a family of bikers, like bike rides, bikes this, bikes that. So I've used a lot of bikes. One of the things that's a bad design flaw about this bike in particular is this pedal is maybe, if I had to guess, maybe 6 inches from the ground. Okay. Now you can see that little silver strike right there. This was black, but when I was riding it, I was turning, and as it's so close to the ground right here, this pedal hit the cement. Now, this happened one time, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Maybe it was just a fluke. But then I kept riding, and it happened again, and that literally scared me. And I was like, okay, this bike is literally dangerous, because imagine you're turning, and your pedal hits the cement, and that causes your balance to get thrown off, and then you go tumbling off the bike. So the biggest design flaw of the Aventon is the pedals are too low to the ground, and when I turn, it literally hits the cement, and I think that's incredibly dangerous, and I don't know why it's so low to the ground. I don't know why they wouldn't raise it. It actually kind of reminds me of Tesla cars. They had their battery packs too low to the ground, and rocks were hitting them and breaking things and causing issues. So they did a software update, and everyone's Tesla rose like a half inch or an inch or two in their garage, and then they had less incidents of that. So things too close to the ground are problematic and dangerous, and these pedals in particular. I mean, like I said, imagine riding the bike, the pedal hits the cement, and then you just go falling off and into the cement. So I wouldn't buy the bike simply because of how low the pedals are to the ground. That to me is dangerous, especially on a bike that's electric where you're going faster than you might normally be going. So that was one design flaw that really turned me off to Aventon, that I wouldn't buy them personally. Additionally, the seat here, this seat is, it's locked in now, but I was riding it one day and this just came loose, and the seat literally tilted back this way while I was riding, and it almost caused an issue too. So the design of this, while it looks amazingly cool and modern, this can get loose, and then, I guess any seat design could get loose, but I think you could design it better so that the seat wasn't on an axis like this, or if it is on an axis like this, this loosening can't cause your seat to fall back, and then you could that's another design flaw that I recognized with this bike, and I was like, that's not cool. You can do better. So first thing is the pedal for danger. Second thing is this, because it's kind of dangerous. And I mean, I guess maybe it could have just been tightened a lot more, and maybe that's not a big deal. Maybe that was just, what it was. But I do think this axis going this way, in this way with the seat, could potentially be dangerous as well. And I think it could be designed better. Last and final thing is recently, so basically you turn the bike on by pushing this button, and then it lights up, and then you're supposed to be able to turn it on. For whatever reason, now I do that, and it doesn't turn on. I push the button, the blue light turns on, and then the screen doesn't turn on. I push the buttons, nothing happens. I don't know why. And I looked it up, and other people have had this issue online. They push the battery button, and it's charged. Here, I'll even show you. So this is the plug. It's plugged into here. This is the battery pack. And then you plug it into here. And then, actually, you know what? Never mind. It's not charged. Real-time humble pie. So yeah, that's probably the reason why. Never mind. I think that's probably the reason why. So negate that last judgment of this bike. So I think that's actually just the issue. It's weird though, because I thought it was charged. It's very weird. Maybe it's the temperature. Maybe it's the weather. It's a lot colder right now. So possibly the battery is getting drained. I don't really know what's going on there, but okay, that's not an issue. That's a non-issue. So disregard that last criticism of Aventon bikes. But yeah, I still think the pedal issue is the real issue here. Too low to the ground, and then the seat I just didn't like that much. And you know, maybe this isn't a big deal. Like this can be tightened a lot more. But then you could tighten it and then it could get rusted and then locked up and then you don't have that versatility of moving it. So it's just, I still think this could be done better, but the pedal is the number one reason. It's too low to the ground and it's dangerous. So it's a fun bike. If you're just going straight and you're not really turning, yeah, you're not gonna have to worry about it as much, but I mean, you're gonna turn left and right. So your pedals are at risk to hitting the ground. And that just, to me, that's just scary. So I think that's a big design flaw. So anyways, that's my review of Aventon. I think the battery packs are fine. I think that was just my own mistake there. So yeah, anyways, that's the review. Hope you enjoyed it. And there's a lot of electric bike companies out there. So I definitely think there's one that has a higher pedal that's safer.